Hey guys, kinggath here, and welcome to episode 6 of my Children of Adam Fallout 4 Sim Settlements Forever Let's Play. I apologize for being stuck on the pause screen right now, but I got my save recovered. A big thanks to Christopher Saul, who pointed me in the right direction. It turned out the problem was a mod called South of the Sea. Now my initial instinct was, okay, we'll just axe it and we'll move on. But I decided instead to poke my head in and see what was going on, and it turns out that the way it makes a lot of its edits seem to conflict with some other mod I have. So I just played around my load order, and boom, we're fixed. So I moved it up real high in my load order, and somebody, well, Raybo, showed me how to do it in an easy way. I know I complained about Vortex load orders earlier, and you know what, I'll go ahead and show you guys how I did it, because I'm sure some of you would like to know how to do that. But if you go on to the plugins tab, and I think that's where I did it, and then if you click on your plugin, so that's called SOTS, and you come down here to group and just move it into a different group, and you can see they're listed in order that they generally load. So I just moved it in. I didn't want to put it in DLC or Critical, but I moved it up to texture overhauls, and that seems to have, and then I clicked sort now, and that seems to have stuck it in a place where everything seems to be stable. We'll see how long that lasts, but I didn't want to risk angering the bear that is my Fallout 4 load order, so we're gonna just not install any more mods today. Let's get through today's episode. If this works, I'll be putting out another call for recommendations from you guys, because I do love to push the envelope, and I want to see just how big of a cool load order we can get going. Just need a couple weeks off of making sure everything is gonna hold tight here. So we are mid-conversation. As soon as I got it working, I reloaded the last save that I had before all the crashing started, and you guys are just gonna have to pick up from there. I'm sure you've all seen Far Harbor, so nothing you're really missing here.
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top. The hall never lets us down. Now follow me.
Let's go. Please don't make a liar out of me about the crashing.
If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
All right, let's kill some sea creatures.
Man the hall! Something's out there.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill.
I hear something. Where's Hal?
Eyes
Headless
peeled,
Hal, get out
everyone.
there. Oh no, I don't like that I can't, or giving him commands. Run out there, Hal. Be the tank for us.
I've got wounded out here.
Mariner, there's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't shoot the mine and blow up the civilians.
Defend yourselves.
Ready all! Fire at will!
Here we go.
Got trouble.
Can't see anything. Oh man, my weapons are doing nothing. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Where'd you guys go? Can't see anything. Legendary newts. Get them. Oh, I think I'm still in God mode. That's why I'm like, why don't I have to reload? What's going on here? All right, let's turn off God mode. Now that I know this is working. And let's go loot that legendary.
No.
I don't know if that'll be useful or not. I know there's a lot of Mirelurk sections here, and I might need that kind of handicap. Uh-oh. There we go. Whoops! I forgot how hard this stuff is. I just realized how much these things look like those guys in The Mandalorian that everybody was riding out in the desert.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Hey, that I did some decent damage too. Oh wait, what do I got for explosives? What is this? Molotov? That's not good. Oh, I must say a landmine. Fantastic. That was an epic Molotov. Yeah, I'll take that XP jump. definitely, I picked up the second rank of whatever that perk's called. The dumb luck one. I don't know what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. So 5x XP multiplier now. Uh-oh. Was watching out for those leg spikes.
We're clear. All right.
What do we got? What do we got? Ooh. Unlimited ammo capacity. Unfortunately, it's in a garbage weapon.
Huh?
Oh, ooh, poor guy. Thanks for the stuff, though.
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. But for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
Hey, there we go. Give me them caps. All right, let's see here.
What's the fog?
Where to begin? The fog's radioactive, right? But there are pockets of it, the deep fog, that are hard fallout. And as deadly as that is, that's only part of the problem. Things live in the fog, thrive. You think what attacked the harbor's bad? Oh, there's far worse further inland.
Well, that is not good for my
Lost
level 12
the
ass.
whole island?
Oh, the fog's been here forever. There are good years when it recedes and the island's almost normal. Then there are times when it spreads all over. People have to cling to any patch of land free of the fog. For the past, 8 years or so, it's been getting as bad as it's ever been. Now, Far Harbor's one of the only places left that's safe.
If you managed to survive despite all that, it must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those children of Adam cultists for good.
Whoa. Did you not see the
fog's been here
episode's title
forever.
here?
The children didn't make it.
Before the rat eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with
Yes.
the children of Adam?
They're
Tell
religious
me.
folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them.
Oh, I
We used to
shall.
have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee.
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Adam would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
Whoa.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Wait, he just pulled a gun on him? That's it?
Have the children made the fog worse?
I would think everybody's
Absolutely
pulling guns
not.
on each other all
There's
the
not one
time in
bit
this
of
world.
evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. Fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. Only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're headed for Acadia, right? Getting there will be
I mean,
dangerous.
now I think I need to go
You'll
talk
need
to
a
these
guide.
children of Adam
Old
people with this
Longfellow.
fog power.
No one knows the fog like him. But word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What's old Longfellow's story?
He's the best hunter on the island. Fearless. Some say crazy. If someone needs to get to Acadia, he's the only one that'll do it. But people around here are known for being stubborn, willful, and other, less flattering things. But Longfellow's got a reputation even among us.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Longfellow's at the bar. The last plank. And, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Oh, okay. You clearly got things to do. All right, let's ask around town. Let's get some more leads. You guys know how I roll. Let's see how horrible my quest log is right now. It's been a while since I looked at it. It is ridiculous. I ran into so many Creation Club triggers when I was tromping around the middle of the map. Just so much stuff here. Let's see. What can we disable here? Help the mariner. Yeah, we'll leave that one. Talk to the guard captain. That one can go now. Okay, we'll just leave the Far Harbor ones up. All right, well, let's start exploring. Let's see. Minus. Longshoreman outfit. No, we're not going to wear that. Mark Combat. Oh, this is from one of those mods. I was like, that's a weird name for something Bethesda to put in. What is this? Okay, I can't for the life of me figure out why wouldn't Bethesda make it so that when you preview something, why doesn't it show it on your character? Like every other game does that. It's a very strange thing that they didn't put in. I actually wouldn't be shocked if that was moddable. Like I would think that would be something you could do with an F4 or a C mod. Just have a character model show here and then just equip them with the, even if it was just a generic NPC, just hijack this little screen and show an NPC and equip them with the gear. Seems like that should be a pretty easy mod to make. Let's see here.
It's mending. You know, it just don't build itself. I need proper wood, steel, nails.
Alan's got enough backbone to stand up to the children.
Cobble together that stupid wall. You want yourself commodities? You know how to get them. Caps.
That stupid wall is the only thing that kept you stowaways alive. That and the mainlander.
Mainlander? They kept us safe with harbormen and the firepower I sold them. You ain't armed. You ain't long for this world. Buy my guns. For shipping.
Haven't you fouled up things enough, Alan? And now you mean to make it worse?
They're still alive, aren't they? Figure I got a whole lot more work to do.
No deal. But this isn't the last one.
Sure the hell looks like it to me.
Okay, True Storms, you gotta take it down a notch. Let's see, did I keep the holotape on here? And True Storms is so good when you're by yourself. Absolutely miserable when you're trying to record videos. So off camera there, you guys did not get to see it, but I, let's change this to clear. Here we go. I just fixed a major bug in some settlements. So it turns out that using the pre-built cities was causing just monster backup to the scripts, and I figured it out and just fixed it. So you guys will get that in the next patch. But it was really causing problems in my save file, and I couldn't figure out why I had poked my head over to Longfellow's over there, which we did a pre-build in, and it was all messed up, and figured out why. So that's freaking awesome.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
Why would I get a reward? I was terrible in that fight.
Why doesn't anyone help you?
Each harborman is the captain of his own ship. Worked fine for generations on the homesteads. Your land, your rules. But when the island pushed them onto my dock, one by one, the ungrateful bastards expect me to look after my land, even though they're squatting on it, like wretches.
If it's that bad, why put up with it?
I couldn't very well toss them back into the fog, could I? Bad luck, that. Surely their spirits would haunt me to my grave. And that's a fact.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools.
Oh, don't you worry, I accept all
quests. They won't
quests.
be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
Ooh, reward time.
So I'd be risking my life for only 450 caps.
I'm a bit short on caps. But I have old Jimmy's shotgun I can give you. Heavens no, he can't use it anymore.
I'll accept your XP bonus and your shotgun.
You've kept the walls together this long. Why do you need special tools now?
I want to build the hull up proper. Make it strong. And keep those blasted crabs out. For good.
Oh, more jobs. Hook up
What
with the
exactly
quests.
do you need help with?
We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it.
What exactly are these fog condensers? How do they work?
Well, I'm no engineer, but the way it was explained to me, each fog condenser pulls in the air around it and then condenses it into liquid. The point being, the fog doesn't get past them. They make a barrier that protects the town. No fog means that all the nasty things living in it stay in it. They don't venture out too often. The fog's their home, I guess. The fog condensers eat up a lot of power, but we've got a wind farm that takes care of that. As long as the turbines stay charged, we stay safe.
Am I gonna need any tools or parts if I have to make these repairs on my own?
The fog condensers need their power modules replaced, but Howard took the only spares we had.
Got it.
Either way,
Find Howard's body.
you're gonna have to find him first.
Get the power.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
Look at all these quests. There we go. Now I'm feeling like a proper RPG character. Loaded up with all these silly tasks to do that you guys should have done on your own. Alright, let's go do those things. Alright, let's check out what treasures Rabo has for us this week. So first up, we've got Better Interior Workshops, and this is by Whisper and Demanding. And what this does is it dynamically detects any settlement you enter workshop mode in and makes sure that it has the full build menu. So this takes places like home plate and automatically lets you build anything you want in them. So no longer will you need like an ESL patch for every single workshop of that type. This is just a scripted solution that handles it across the board. So any mod settlements that are limited like player homes, any new things from Creation Club, this should dynamically detect them, add the appropriate keywords, and it will make it so that those have full build menus. So this is a perfect final solution. No more patches, none of that necessary ever again. So grab Better Interior Workshops by Whisper and Demanding. Then next up, this one is especially because of last week's episode and the fact that I keep playing through the same quest line, but this is called Cabot House Enhanced Quests by Xoring Games. Now, if you look at the mod page, you would think it's doing a whole lot of stuff that maybe wouldn't be immersive because there's got a lot of screenshots from the creator's own modded game, and so a lot of crazy outfits and stuff. But really at the core of this, it just adds a new alternate ending to The Secret of Cabot House. And I love that quest. I play it through pretty much every time I have a playthrough of Fallout 4. It's one of my favorites in there because of how deep it is, and this adds more depth to it. So a lot like what Project Valkyrie is doing to a lot of the base game stuff, this is doing to one of the side quests, which is really, really cool. And from the looks of the description, the author has plans to expand this even further. So check out Cabot House Enhanced Quests by Xoring Games. Oh, this looks like it might be Howard. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know how I didn't see those. Like legit spooked the heck out of me. Yikes. Alright, let's, I assume this was his body over here. Let's see. Oh, man, I got these weird little lag spikes. Yep. Where are you, bud? Sorry, Howard, you didn't make it. MRE cornbread with butter. Delicious. An unarmored jumpsuit. Yeah, I'm going to take your clothes, buddy. Alright, wait, what am I doing with these things? Repair some fog condensers. Alright. I'm guessing they're real close, but hey, there's one. See if any more Mirelurks sneak up on me like that. These are so cool looking. I love the animations on these. Come here, Mirelurks. I'm ready for you now. You're gonna get the drop of me again. Where's that third one? Looks like it's right on top of me. Maybe the quest objective is just showing the whole area. It's been so long since I've been in Far Harbor. Thank you. Hey, there's the purifier that we're talking about. Alright. Let's get this guy on. There's what I expected. I was like, there's got to be an attack here.
Hostiles neutralized. Recommend
Shot, guys.
immediate repairs.
This is gonna be great.
Aw, how did I miss? Uh-oh.
Analysis green. Security operation successful.
Thank you,
Resuming
Hal.
Normal operation.
Okay, is this thing up and running? Is it broken? What about you? I think your purifiers are broken. Okay, I guess we'll head back.
Good. Our water supply was starting to get low. Wasn't sure how much longer we could hold out. Did you find Howard?
Yeah, he took his pants.
Is there a next of kin? If so, you should notify them.
I should never have let him go out there alone. Well, I said it was paying work. 200 caps should be enough.
Mouse! Oh, now it's time to ask for more money.
Captain, nobody's gonna want to help you out unless you're prepared to pay a fair wage.
Well, I can't argue with that. I suppose I could spare
Oh,
a
McCready,
little
you and I are
more.
going to get along just fine.
I can give you 250 caps.
Keeping everyone supplied with water is worth a lot more than that.
You drive a hard bargain, Mainlander. I'll give you 300 caps.
Howard Dunbar died trying to get this job done. His life was sure as hell worth more than that. So is mine.
You're squeezing blood from a stone, stranger. I can give you 400, but not a cap more. Now, here's your pay. I've got to start making arrangements for Howard. So I'll say goodbye.
There we go. Okay. Let's see, I think... Alright, I think the rest of the quests are like kind of deep in. There's none right outside. Yeah, so I think next we're going to go... I think it's time to talk to Longfellow.
Dock and back.
Alright,
bait
let's open
shop.
the plank.
Everyone! Everyone!
We're trying to have a conversation here.
I've never
Shut
seen
your
that animation
mouths,
before.
Open
Gotta
your
look that up.
damned ears. So the
Pounding on the
fogs are
counter.
coming for us all. And I can't see any better way of greeting it than to have another round. On the house.
Yeah!
Time to party.
Here's some Mitch!
Alright, hook it up with the free
Mainlander,
round.
today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
I accept. Something stronger.
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this. Top shelf all around. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
What's so special about the fog on the island?
Can you feel it? Even here, as safe as anyone can be on this damned island. It's alive. You walk inland and it'll blanket you up in no time. And if the clickety-click of the Geiger don't get you, the madness will. The island
little
will
bit of you,
claim
buddy.
us all in the end.
The fog can drive you crazy?
Yes, it's not natural. The trappers you find inland, some were always murderous louts. But many just got lost in the fog for too long. And the mind goes. If you have any sense, return where you came from. And don't look back.
Oh, I don't think so.
If it's
Yeah.
so dangerous, why do you stay?
This is our home. If you call yourself a proper man or woman, you don't give up on that. Besides, we all gotta die. Might as well do it with your long knife deep in the belly of the beast that wronged you. Ha!
All right, Mitch has clearly been breathing some fog. All right, I'm
Not
good.
interested.
More for the rest of us.
Don't mind me.
Nice.
Steal your magazine.
I used to collect comics like that when I was a kid.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like there. Call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most especially, wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog condenser?
The condensers are a tricky bit of science. They keep the fog away. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and running. Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them. But there you have it.
Everyone's got their price.
Yeah, that's right.
How many caps is this gonna run me?
Keep your caps. If you're set on doing this, I'll take my pay.
How about
in whiskey.
vodka? Mitch
The
over there's got
bartender
plenty.
Mitch sells it. Grab me a flask, and then we can work on getting you to Acadia alive.
Life's too bloody short to be sober.
If you don't like the service, there's the door.
Mitch,
All right, Mitch.
You look like you need an ice cold vim.
what do you have?
Music to the ears.
Give me some whiskey. Here we go. I'll get him too.
Hey there.
You got my whiskey yet?
Here you go.
Now you're talking. I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say
Mouse,
when
you and I are gonna have
say.
words by the end of the
Still
season.
won't be easy. You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or 3. Worse than Myra lurks out there.
What about a rocket glove? I've got some of those.
I need to take care of a few things.
Handle your necessities, then off with you.
All right, we gotta look around a little bit still. I'm not quite ready to jump off to Acadia. All right, let's go poke our head over here. I really want to get. I can't remember exactly how I get to the children, but I want to get there soon. All right, I thought there was more stuff I could do around town, but I think I finished it all aside from the quests that are like pretty deep in. So here we go.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then. We need to move through the main. Old mountain trail is where we're at. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen coming. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway's all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Ooh, people that can snipe. I like it. Who else we got? No, not you. Is that it? Just one guy? Oh. I hear you grunting. Where are you? Where is this clown? Oh, is he up on the roof up there? Let's see. Yeah, he's probably up there. Alright. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Problem solved. Okay, trappers are down. Nothing useful. More ammo. Thank you. Alright, where did Longfellow go now? There he is. Sorry about it.
You're not
Anyway.
half bad at a scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot of them. Might just make a proper Far Harborman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all.
It's so weird hearing all of these lines again, because we used so much of this early, all the talk that happens right in here in our trailer for our, so like that's what I always think of, because I had to listen to it so many times when I edited that video together for our Far Harbor settlements.
Here's the mountain trail. We stick to this and we'll make it to Acadia. Game trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with.
Hey guys. Oh man, terrible shot, even with a shotgun. That's intense. Oh, that's fun. I will definitely take some movement speed buffs. In fact, I think I accidentally sold a thing I had that had a movement speed buff on it because I wasn't paying attention. Yes. What did we lose? We lost a bunch of damage for this. That's okay. Oh, true storms. Still got a ways to go. Alright, well. Then we may call this our to be continued moment. Endorsement time! It is my weekly poke to all of you to get out there and endorse your favorite mods, and I'm going to do some of that myself right now. So let's see here. I saw the Captain Cosmos construction. So now that I'm running all of the Creation Club stuff I've got, I can use the add-on packs with Creation Club. So I'll go ahead and give that a thumbs up. And then there were a couple more down here I thought I saw that I knew I wanted to. Oh, Red Wave. I finally saw Red Wave. I've had this mod installed forever. Never found it. And I thought it was somewhere in the Commonwealth. And I think it is. I think it exists in a couple of different locations. But it was parked right at Far Harbor. So I poked around with it off camera. And it's a houseboat. It's everything you could want. It's got all the crafting stations and all the cool stuff. Basically, player home on water. So go ahead and give that guy a thumbs up there. And let's see here. I'm sure this Remember Lockpick angle is working and helped me on several lockpicking occasions, but I have not done a lot of lockpicking. But we'll go ahead and give that the thumbs up. And then I really am loving this Vanilla Unique Weapons Remastered. You guys haven't seen it all on camera, but almost every single weapon that I've picked up that's based in the vanilla game actually has like a little custom graphic to it, which I think is just a nice little touch. So I'm loving this. Give that a thumbs up. But yeah, one of the cool things about Vortex is it makes it real easy to endorse those mods. If you just go to your mod screen and check in the unendorsed or undecided under endorsed, if you just pull this little thing down here, you can just run down here, slam that thumbs up on any of the mods that you've liked. And if you really like a mod, right click it, go to open on Nexus mods, leave them a comment. You will be shocked how much just a couple of positive comments can have, the positive effect they can have on especially new mod authors, but everybody, even people like myself who have just insane amounts of comments on their mods, still love to read some feedback, especially either positive or constructive. Tell us how we can improve things. But yeah, go do that. Get these more mod authors making us cool stuff, because I want to see how high we can push this mod load order. All right, here we are at Sunshine Tidings Co-op. This is the settlement you all voted for me. It was real close. Egret Tours Marina was just a couple votes behind it, but we're going to go with this. So I've decided, rather than do the crazy thing we did at Sanctuary, where we just built this insane build that most people aren't going to be able to play with, I'm going to go conservative with this, and we're going to try and top out around 15 people. So basically the same rules we follow in the city plan contest, I'm going to try and follow those with this design, which means it'll finish a lot sooner than our Sanctuary one, which is up to like 50 episodes of working on it. Not to mention, I still have a lot of background stuff that I'll have to be doing in between episodes. before it's ready for release. And like I said, I'll keep you guys posted as that's going. But what I'm thinking for here, and by the way, this is in a separate save file. So one thing I learned my lesson from in Sanctuary is that when we're doing all these experimental things with mods, constantly adding new ones, updating mid-playthrough, just doing all this dangerous stuff to our save file, I don't want to risk losing a potential city plan design. So this is in a separate save. So you can see we don't have all of our greenery mods, and I am not going to force this to be Children of Adam, but what I might do is something we did with Bunker Hill, and we actually did it with one of the settlements in Far Harbor, is do like a Children of Adam layer to it that will be enabled if you control it with the Children of Adam. That might be something I set up later, but for now, our focus is just going to be making a working settlement, and hopefully as we're going, I'll teach you guys some stuff about some settlements you didn't know prior. So we're going to start out by doing the simplest thing here, of just building a recruitment beacon, and then we'll see how many people we get and start building some stuff for them. So we do have 2 settlers already, though one of them doesn't really count. So we've got Franktown versus Rontown installed, and so as soon as we claimed it, we got Ron and his robot showed up, and where is Greg? You'll see him wandering around. But anyway, Greg counts for population, but I'm probably going to end up with 16 settlers, and then I'll just have my meters just a little off. But I'm going to basically build for 15 people here. So let's go ahead and build ourselves our generator. Oh, and I am going to actually, let me just use Workshop Plus for this, and then that way you guys who didn't know about this can do so. Workshop Plus has a setting that I added in that's not enabled by default, but it basically makes it so you don't have to go into God mode to be building for free. If I can remember where I stuck it. Free build mode, here we go. So this should make it so that we don't need any resources anymore. So let's see if it's working. There we go. Cool. So now we don't need to worry about resources. So where are we going to stick this? I guess for now we'll just stick it right over here. We can move it later. And we need our beacon. Let's see how many people we get. And what I'm likely going to do, because I'm not... One of the things I ended up doing with Sanctuary, because I was doing it actively while playing with the Raider character, is every time I would find an NPC out in the world, I would send them over to there, so it made it real quick to build up population. So likely I'll just be, in the same way I'm cheating with resources, I'll probably just cheat with settlers, and I'll just add a few more every episode until we get up to our 15. So to start, one of the things I know I'm going to want to do in this design is build up a barrier so that we are not getting sniped by our friends over there on the highway. So I think we're going to do that immediately. We're going to go ahead and just build up some walls here. So where is Project Blueprint? Oop, no, not. Where we go? Structures, wood. Is it under walls? It might be under fences. I think it's under fences. Let's see. Yeah, fences. Oh, come on. Fences. Junk. Here we go. So we will build. I don't know if we'll go build all the way up to these tall ones. Maybe we kind of need those if we're going to block this off. So let's put ourselves up a little barrier so we're not getting sniped from our friendly neighborhood gunners. Go away, guys. Just leave us be. Oh, and actually I think I'm going to sink these into the ground a little bit because this is not very even terrain. And we'll go ahead and fold it right into the house a little bit. There we go. I want that to look a little nicer. And one of these. Alright, how are we looking here? And I might move that. I'm not sure, because we are going to lose a little bit of build area over here, but I actually might be okay with that. It might be something like we then add maybe a martial plot and then a second layer of walls. I don't know, but I like using the natural, especially because we're not using a scrap everything mod. We're going to use this house as part of our barrier. So there, now we're not going to get pot shotted from afar quite as easily. Maybe I'll finish that up. I'll take it all the way over to here. Let's see. Let's get it into these. We'll take advantage of these trees here. Build it right into one of these. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, this is one of the bent ones. Let's see. Mr. Groovy over there. Let's see. Can I get that to be tied into these trees? No, I guess we're just gonna be going around them. Not a problem. All right. Well, at least build around them a little bit here. Nope. Oh, crap. I forgot you just pick up the trees with place everything. Or place everywhere. Alright. Yeah, I like that. Lowered in the ground a little bit, a little offset on the heights. And actually, now I kind of want an angled one because I want to turn toward... Although I think I am just doing it naturally by just not being careful about where we're putting these. And that works for me. I love random overlaps and things like that. Feels really good to me. Let's see here. And there we go. I'm happy with that. I'll finish the rest of that off camera. Okay, so now we've got our little barrier wall, so we're not just getting sniped away. And I think at some point we're going to want like our own counter sniper set up there. We'll have kind of a truce going on with the gunners. But let's see. So let's look at... So we got one new person off of our thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is we got to get our... We're going to need some defense and we're going to need some food. So I'm going to replace all this vanilla food. So we're going to get these wild potatoes out of here. And then I think this is a thing most people do in Sunshine Tidings, and we're not going to do anything special. I'm going to take a look, though, and figure out which side, because I don't think we're going to need, with only 15 people, we're not going to need a ton of agricultural, so I don't think we're going to need to do both sides. So I'm just going to look here and see which side. Probably going to use the other side, since this is all covered in these bushes that we can't scrap. And then I don't know what we'll do with all these bushes here, but over here we just got less to cover up, so our actual plots can sit through. But it might be, maybe we end up using both sides, just because we are going to need... We're going to probably need, I'm trying to think of the math, we'll probably need 4 farms at some point, but it changes as you go, because once we get, oh, and I forgot to unlock some settlements on here, that would be important. But as you go, during certain levels, you can end up needing a little bit extra food in the early game, and then you can end up getting rid of one a little later on. But what am I doing? We want to create the holotape. I think I just pushed it a bunch of times. Nope, I didn't mean to push it 3 times there. Go ahead and unlock this. Yes, yes. Returning user, city simulator, yes, and ultra. There we go. Okay. All right, let's try that again. Let's pop back in, and let us get our... No, we don't want furniture. There we go. Agricultural plots. And let's turn snap back on here. All right, so now I got to figure out if we're going to build... If we can do... We could do 4 here and pin them on either side of these bushes, but let's do the first one here, and I'll sink it into the ground a little bit. Whoa, not that much. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. So we'll get 1 started right away, and we're gonna I guess technically we're gonna need 2 to start. So we'll do 2 of these, and then we'll do 1. Yeah, we'll go ahead and let that overlap on the bush. Let's see here. Which way do I want to do this? Do I want it? Because I don't have to have them all facing the same way. Sure, that looks good. And then we'll do a marshal plot. Where's our marshal over here? We could do a bigger one, but I love these small ones. They always just feel like nice little guard posts. I think we're going to tuck it right in. We're going to keep everything tight within this building formation, because there's another thing about Sunshine. It can be tempting because it's a big place to go crazy with it, but this is actually a fairly unstable area. I mean, you guys have probably, if you were to go back and make a montage of all the times I'd call the settlement unstable, I'd probably call them all unstable at some point or another, because there are a lot of issues with the draw distance in this game, and where it can cause a lot of little issues. But I think I actually want this one to be elevated. I think I like the idea. I'm going to put it right over top of this rock. So let's just use the vanilla thing here. We don't need our giant platform. There should be, where's that floor? There we go. Let's just put this platform up here. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and put a marshal on there. And this is actually how the 1x1 marshal plot came to be. Is I just really wanted something that would sit up nicely on top of there. And let's face it the right way. Face it toward the bad guys. And then we'll get this thing some stairs here. So that takes care of our job plots for our first little staff here. Now, like I said, technically one of those people doesn't count because of the way, and I actually don't know if it's what is his name, Professor Goodfeels. I don't know if he's the one who's counting toward that. Yeah, he can command. So okay, I guess he's the one that's counting toward that. I didn't think we had set up Greg to count as a settler, because that would be awkward. All right, now I don't know if I want. Can I center this? No, I can't. I'll have to like do it. I'll have to cheat it. We'll have to. Let's see here. We'll go. There we go. I really want this centered. Don't know why. Doesn't really matter. But it just needed centered. All right, get over there. That feels decent. Decently centered. Okay, that plan is not going to work for me. We do not need a mound of dirt here. So let's see. What do we got? Fridge defense. Yeah, that's not going to work on this elevated platform here. What do we have available? No, dog kennel's not going to work. The buzz off, that's very raider themed. Checkpoint. Oh, that's that one Captain Coos design that's meant for 2 different spots. I guess we can kind of go robot-y here. We've got Ron the roboticist with his Gregs. We got Professor Goodfields. We got the Big Free the Robot sign. So I can go with some robot stuff. Although I don't want to end up building another industrial thing like we did with Sanctuary. I want to do something a little bit different. In fact, I don't really want to theme this necessarily. I just kind of want to make it just an all-around enjoyable design. I want as many people as possible to be able to use this, and just even though if I do end up theming it like Children of Adam, for example, then you guys do always have the option to change out the plots. That's one of the things we try and do. But I want to make sure that it looks good and with no matter what you have installed. So we might just start with let's see. Wasteland Ventures has got some great stuff here. Let's try Turret Tower. I think that one will work. Let's see here. We'll wait till that gets auto-assigned. Oh, thank you. And then we need to craft my favorite toy for this these Let's Plays here. Let's see if I can build it here, I think. Yeah, the Architect's T-Square for that randomization action. Alright, let's equip that. And we can just keep this equipped permanently. This character doesn't need to do anything but build. Okay, let's see here. We've got some plot changes like this. This guy's got to go. This is one of the ones from one of the mega packs. It's way too fresh and clean looking. We are not going to... Oh, you know what? What am I doing? We just equipped this for a reason. Let's randomize plan. There we go. What did you end up with? And let's see. Look at plaque. Pipe Mushroom Farm. We'll let that go. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, we need to favorite this. Oh, we can swap between them. There we go. Okay, we're gonna let you build. All right, let's figure out where we're gonna put some housing. So, I think you guys know I have a love for using the 2x2s as opposed to putting the interiors in, but and I think I am gonna hold true with that. Like, I love to make use of space, but it's just the I love the look of all of our 2x2 plots. Although at the same time, I could argue that my talk about this place being a little less stable and we want to maintain some stability as interior plots can help a lot with that because they're generally a lot less frame intensive. So I guess until I get a better lay of the land, I think I might, so something I might do differently in this settlement design that we did in Sanctuary is I might not get glued to the placement of things. It might be that we go ahead and just eliminate things because this is a total different feel now for me since I'm not checking back in between sessions knowing that time had passed. Is that each time I load into this save and start working on it for the playthrough, no time will have passed, so there's not going to be a lot of upgrades happening while we're going. I'll probably have to cheat some of those off camera, so I might change my mind throughout this as we lay this design out. So I think one of the things we could do, and I might have something in the toolkit for this, is this might make a great spot for like the level 0, level 1 if I place some mattresses on there. So maybe we'll do that. We'll leave this one alone. Let's look at the other ones. What's going on the inside of these? Okay, oh, but this one's already got some actual beds in it, so we can say that they're making use of those up front. So I'm trying to think about this from that perspective. So I guess when we consider that, where else do we have beds here? This thing, that one's a trash heap. This one's a little bit far. Oh, hey, there's Greg. This is a little bit far from where I want to set up. Oh, we got looks like Ron might have moved in over here. Okay, so that one's a little far from where I want to build because I think I want to keep everything centered over here, yeah, but maybe we'll end up using all of them. I'm really just kind of experimenting, freewheeling in here. So we got lots of beds over here. Where else do we got beds? Are there any in here yet? Yeah, there's one in here. Okay, so I think we might axe this one and turn that into some residential space, and then we'll go ahead, and since this doesn't have any mattresses, there's a ton of beds in here already. We're gonna make this one some interior residential too for now. So we'll go ahead and clean this guy up a little bit. And I love reusing a bunch of stuff if possible, so we will go ahead and... Oh, that was odd. Oh, that must be... That can't be a Bethesda bug, is it? Did Bethesda do that, or is that us? I don't know who did it, but it's got to go. Okay, we'll turn Surface Snap back on. We'll go ahead and reuse this chair. We'll get this out of here. And we could easily get 2 residentials in here, but I think I'm just going to do 1. And then this person just gets a nice big space for now. Since we have so much space and we're talking about my love for 2x2s, we don't need to try and cram a bunch of people into this one. So let's do one of these guys here and find ourselves a position we can lay this down. Okay, come on. Yeah. Surface now. This is the interiors. I feel bad for you guys on Xbox. They've got to be a kind of a nightmare to use because they are tough on PC without place everywhere. All right, let's see. Here's line this up here. I like to get it so that just a little bit of so I can just barely see the bottom peeking up there, and that usually feels pretty good. Okay, and then I guess we'll only keep the 1 table and chair. Okay, we'll go ahead and get rid of this one too. Alright, and let's look and see how we look in here. That looks pretty good. That should line up nicely. Alright, somebody should move in there. I am going to have to probably manually assign people because I think they're getting assigned to the beds. And let's see here. Where else do we want to house some people? Maybe we'll go ahead and build some 2x's. We'll go ahead and take advantage of we set up our little wall here for a reason. Let's go ahead and set up some housing over here. So, and like I said, if you guys watched, or if you didn't watch my last series, I like to build all the way up to level 3 first and then work backwards to make levels, but I just try and keep in mind what the earlier levels are going to look like, which is why I'm not just aggressively running around scrapping things. I know a lot of people like to start off a settlement by just immediately removing everything. I do not do that at all. I do quite the opposite. I will do bare minimal scrapping to the point where some of you are probably going to just be complaining that it just looks awful and trashy, but that's my style of building, and it's especially useful for city plans. So alright, so now we've got our 3 residential, and now we need to get some power going up in here. So let's head over to our generator section. And, oh, looks like our first farm built. What does that thing look like? Alright, I don't remember what this thing looks like at level 3. I kind of dig it, though. I'll leave it for now. If we change our mind, we can change it. Because I'm gonna be cheating this quite a bit. There'll be lots of console commanding and getting things to the space I like. I really love generator windmills, and we didn't use those in the last build because we were going for an industrial look, so I think we're going to use some of these this time. We're going to go ahead and make use of this rooftop here, and I'll try not to get them poking through down below. So let's go check in from the inside and see how that looks. Let's see. We can do much better than this. Oh, maybe we can hide them in the beams. That would be great. Alright, that you only know if you don't know that that's there. It's not so bothersome. Okay, so we got one thing up there. It looks pretty legit on the roof. Let's wire this in over here. 2 homes wired up, and we're definitely gonna need some more power here. Let's see here. I actually kind of want to do one of these like make your own little stacked thing. I love, like, look at right across the way there. I love the way that looks. So let's do our own. We can take advantage of place everywhere here. We can stack these right up inside of each other. Maybe we'll do 2 different directions here. But let's at least get that to line up a little. So it looks like we tried. How's this feel? Not too bad. Can we wire up the top to the bottom? Is it going to let us do that? It does. It clips right through horribly, but that's okay. Okay, I love that. I love the look of those stacked on top of each other. Probably going to do more of that. In fact, oh, you know what I want to do now? Even though we don't need it yet, here's what I want to do. We're going to rotate this. Okay, we're going to rotate both of you guys. Sorry, so you're going to go this way now. You are going to go this way. And we're going to build one more. And we're going to flip it upside down. Alright, let's see if I can pull this off. Place everywhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I forgot the lock. I forgot the lock. Oh, no. Alright, well, she's going to flip all the way around again. I always forget this. Alright, I need to do, I think, F7? Yes, object locked. Okay, there we go. So now we spin this guy upside down here. And then we hit our number 8, I think. We need to increase the movement step. Let's go to 10. There we go. Okay, there we go. Come on up here. Alright, now we need to choose a different axis to twist on. Yes, here we go. Okay, this always gets awkward getting this lined up when you're spinning these things around. I don't know how we could do a better, oh god, what did I do? A better rotation system, but there's gotta be one. It's so wonky to use this when you start getting onto the other axes. I don't know. I have no actual idea how Place Everywhere was programmed because it uses F4SE, so I don't know what the limitations were. But man, if you're watching, guy, let me know if there's any way you can make this better. Let's see here. Let's shift over this way. That doesn't look too shabby. Let's scoot up a little bit. Oh yeah, let's rest this right down onto the house a little bit. Let's see, a little more rotation, a little higher up. That's feeling pretty good. All right, let's let go of the lock here. Yes, I'm loving that. Loving that. All right, we got some nice power. Let's get this guy wired into this pile here. Is everybody wired up? I'm uncertain. Where did we get 12 power from? Aren't these 3 each? 1, 2. Did I accidentally clone something? I wonder if I've been cloning things, like if I cloned that chair. Or does this place start with power from... Oh, yeah. Completely forgot I built a generator right over here. Ha! Okay, so let's go ahead and get our grid set up here. We'll go ahead and use... Let's go to Project Blueprint and look at what we have available. Is it under power? No, that's for decorative type things. Special. Where did I put those? Oh no, it's actually under some settlements. I forgot we moved them under there. So these are available to everybody. Okay, so let's figure out what type of power pole we want to use. Like, I don't want to go full industrial, so I think I want something a little less high tech. Maybe we'll use these ones. They don't have. They're kind of like the ones we have on the residential plots. They're just a little bit taller, so we can get them over top of our buildings and whatnot. I like that. So let's get this guy here. Wire you up. And then let's see, can we reach over to here? Why aren't you working? Come on. I might have to twist this around. Let's try this. Oh, did I might not have longer power lines enabled. I might need to go off cam and do that. Okay, so for now, I'll just move this over there and solve the problem. All right, you are going away, small generator. Let's keep this place a little more serene, a little less noise for a while. We'll get noise eventually, but right now, while I'm still trying to lay this all out. All right, let's get you up here. And then, let's see here. Let's get a little connector on the roof. Power connectors. Use one of these. Let's see, can that reach? Yes, it can. And then there we go. Is everybody happy now? Are we all wired up? Okay, and then let's see if that connector is reaching this plot here. Not quite. Okay, so let's do a little. Here we go. Let's do another one on the other side of the roof. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? I put up that wall to protect you. Now you're just as good as dead. Okay, so we might have to lock our people in. Okay, so we've got our first agricultural plot here. This one is not assigned yet. Let's go find our folks and get these people working. We're gonna have to manually do some assigning here. So, Mr. Goodfields, why don't you be a farmer? Let's see if he takes the assignment. It said I could command him, but I've never played with, because he usually disappears for me. I think that's I don't know what causes that, but I think this is a common thing that this guy bugs out. But maybe I can't command him. Maybe I can't assign him. All right, what about Mr. Ron? Where are you at? We might be kicking all these folks out and spawning some settlers so that I can choose some actual designs here. Let's see, can I assign you? Nope, maybe I can. Let's see here. Are you gonna be a farmer for us, Ron? Good. Yes, he can be a farmer. All right. So then, can I assign? I don't think I can assign Greg, if he's our third one. No, he's not assignable. All right, so we might spawn another settler in. to fill that up. But I think you guys get a taste for what I'm starting with. I'm looking to do something less industrial focused. Definitely going to focus on making sure we make use of the space in a way that makes sense. Like, for example, paying attention to the fact that, you know, there are gunners over here you got to protect against. Likely I'll do something with water. I know we did this already in our Rise of the Commonwealth build, but I just really love that. You got this big water pump system that's clearly tied into that, so we can't really ignore that. We've got these tanks over here. I don't know if we're going to do that, but I'm going to pay attention to what's going on here. We've also got these silos, so clearly this place is just made to be some sort of big farming community, but I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna do this. So I talked about at the beginning of this, you know, maybe we only need 4 farms here, but maybe this place wants to be a big farming community. Maybe it wants to provide food for a lot of different settlements. So we'll play around with it. This is definitely gonna be, I'm gonna go back and forth and we'll change our minds, because this is much different than season 1 in that we have a lot more room to play because it's a whole different save file. So we're not worried about how long it takes to build, how long it takes to upgrade things. I'll just do them once I'm satisfied with the design. We'll start triggering upgrades. And so for those of you guys who haven't figured out the console commands yet, you'll learn them if you keep watching this series. All right, I think this is a good start. I'm glad you guys picked Sunshine. I like this place a lot. It's fun to build in, and hopefully we get a city plan fairly quickly, given that we're only going to do 15 settlers.